Yeah, this is Smart Mother Georgia, the anchor of Nigeria now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, United States of America. Open Nigeria celebrates America's 247th independence anniversary with the American people, the American national anthem. Yes, good evening, fellow Nigerians from within Nigeria and around the world. It's 8:44 p.m. I know it's early morning, perhaps, minutes, few hours past midnight in Nigeria. This is just an open Nigeria's way of celebrating with the people of the United States of America who gained independence from Imperial Britain exactly 247 years ago today. Yes, and they have been working on it, and it's not a perfect country. It's such an imperfect country. That's what they say all the time. But generations after generations have, put in their best according to the exigencies of the time to push the country forward to make it still the greatest country on the surface of the earth. Today, as we celebrate with the people of the United States, we greet the American people for how far they have traveled as a diversity and the compelling sacrifices they've made to get to where they are today. However, the fact remains that they have much more work to do than has already been done in their continued search for that perfect union upon which only a genuine nationhood can be built and sustained. As a Nigerian ideological consciousness, advocating for transparency and accountability in government at all levels, we of the open Nigeria expect nothing short of utmost sincerity from the Americans in their dealing with issues around Nigeria beyond their country's strategic, economic, or otherwise interest. God bless America. And we hope that Nigeria will be put in the hands of those who truly love Nigeria the way Americans love their country. Yes, I've lived here for about nearly over 27 years, getting close to 30 years. I've seen what love for country is all about. I've seen what it means. I feel it. You know, you can touch it. You can touch it. Americans will not easily come and compromise their country the way Nigerians have done over the course of 60 years. Something has to change. Something has to snap. And now is the moment. And this is the reason what we have just done with this celebration, I believe, should inspire Nigerians to a higher consciousness, to begin to ask themselves questions about what they want for their country. Everybody wants something for themselves, but not many are given to the country. But out of the many, you see a few criminals, you know, whose mission has always been to rob their country. 62 going to 63 years going, Nigeria has been going down the drain. Generation after generation. We are in the fourth generation following independence of Nigeria in 1960. Whether it was independence or not, but we have to make that independence happen, because truly what we have was a Greek gift, you know, by those whose industrial revolution became a global emergency that required African raw materials and African slave labor to make happen, to drive. Now it's time to ask ourselves questions as Africans and especially as Nigerians. What do we want for our country? What direction do we want to take our country? Why is it that we have not consciously made up our mind to graduate from the school of continuous learning in which we have been placed in since independence? At what point are we going to stand up and stand firm as a country that can produce and direct the sale of its products? At what point are we going to be the country that will be borrowing to the rest of the world? At what point are we, is it that our companies are the companies that are constructing roads in China, in the United States, and in Germany, in Belgium, and everywhere? At what point are we going to stop taking as if we are orphans? Even though we have the Earth's over 45% resources sitting in our continent. So when is our independence going to be meaningful to us and to unborn generations of Nigerians? This is a question that we must ask ourselves. Good night from me, and we'll see you next Saturday in our scheduled broadcast. God bless you all.